you just adjust it to get the thickness of the pancake you want. For one like this, you want it relatively thin. But ideally, you don't want to get too much air in the pancake batter because that'll make little holes in your pancake, which makes it brittle and hard to cook. Okay, so you want to keep the batter as thick and non-narrow as possible. So we'll try that. There's some fairly good consistency at the moment. Get some spray. So, always a little bit in the pan. And that's only in there to let you know when the pan's hot. Okay? Pancake pure white. Leave the pan as clean as possible, or else all that's going to go into it. And generally, your first pancake or your first few pancakes, it's quite common for them to stick. Okay, they're kind of like you're seeding the pan, especially if the pan's been washed in soapy water and stuff like this, and the seal's gone off with it. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can see the first sign of smoke. Yeah, so the pan's hot. So now we take it off and we let it cool. Okay, so you want to get it to the smoke point, but we don't want the pancakes to get any colour. Okay? So get the smoke point, let it cool down, ever so slightly. Okay. First sign of smoke. Use plenty of batter. We'll just pour it out anyway. Alright, into the centre. Smear it around, and straight out. Okay, and that's it. Gently trim it. That's one. Alright, so ideally you'll get to the point where you can actually cook this pancake and the top is still a little bit raw. If it's still a little bit raw, that's when you get a really nice spring roll. Okay, you don't need your slurry. Slurry is only there for when they slightly get overcooked, and you get a little bit longer to work with them, basically. All right. So once you've got your pancake, then you can go with your filling. And this can be vegetarian, meat, whatever. You can put any sort of stew inside here. Same sort of thing. Even the samosas, boiled potatoes, all sorts. All right. So take a little bit of that slurry. Okay, it's just extra insurance, make sure it sticks. You don't want it to unwrap in the fryer, or else it will all turn to custard. Okay, so a little bit on the edges. Roll her up. Okay, so once you get over once, fold her in. Always do it like that. Okay, so always make this always coming in ways, when you do any roll like this, because by the time you get to the end, it'll all join up. Okay. Alright, a little bit extra, nice and tight. See, by the time you get to the bottom, you'll get your nice spring roll. Alright, easy peasy. So generally, with a pancake like this, you have one person throwing up pancakes, the other one rolling them up. So you don't try and get too many eggs. So you cook a couple, you roll a couple. Pancake like this, as it starts to dry out, it becomes a bit harder to work with. You can see the thickness on there is it's pretty good, but you could probably go a smidge thinner. So it all depends on how much, how big your pan is. How many revolutions you get that filling. That filling has got 3 coats going around it before you get to the end of the roll. You're going to get quite a thick coating on that. So you make your pancake slightly thinner, so that wrapping is